Jim Grieshauber, Frankie Saenz, back here with you from Chicago, the Aragon Ballroom. And Frankie, big one coming up here. Savannah Tarver and Kelsey Gilmore, a female fight here in the EAFL at 120-pound catchweight.
Yeah, these female fights are some of the toughest fights we're seeing. I'm seeing Savannah Tarver, talked to her coach earlier, said she's been working hard in the gym, is relentless, sparring with guys all the time, and just watched Kelsey fight. And she's good in the clinch, good Muay Thai style.
All right, let's see how it goes here in this one. Savannah Tarver and Kelsey Gilmore, Elite Amateur Fight League Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go to Miguel.
Introducing first in the Misprint blue corner, weighing in at 121.4 pounds. Her record 3 wins, opposite of 3 defeats. From Winchester MMA and representing the Virginia Destroyers, please welcome Kelsey Shortcake Gilmore. And her opponent across the way in the fighter skin red corner, weighing in at 121 pounds. Her record 4 victories, opposite of just 2 defeats. From Victory MMA and representing the Illinois Inferno, please welcome Savannah Savage Tarver.
The hometown crowd loves Savannah Tarver, and why would they not? She's a Taekwondo black belt who wrestled in high school. She's got a lot going for her as she enters the cage for Team Illinois against Kelsey Gilmore. 120-pound catch weight, Tarver and Gilmore. Tarver 4-2, Gilmore 3-3, and right up against the cage they go with Savannah Tarver aggressively starting this matchup, and Gilmore now reversing up against the fence.
And Kelsey's real good here in the clinch. You know, I've seen her in past fights where she loves to throw those knees, loves to keep the fight kind of dirty. She's
a Muay Thai fighter. She loves to be in that clinch throwing bombs.
Yep, there she is trying to find that clinch right there.
And look at those legs, the power in the legs of Kelsey Gilmore, avoiding that takedown attempt. And right there you saw a perfect example. Tarver tried to grab that leg, and powering it right back down was Kelsey Gilmore, still able to stay on her feet. Ate a nice uppercut from Tarver, but right in that clench and throwing the knee is where Kelsey Gilmore wants to be.
Yeah, Kelsey,
so strong. Sorry,
Kelsey
Frankie.
Gilmore just landing a lot of knees right there. You know, it's hard to hide. I mean, those knees hurt. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 hit you in the right spot. It drains that battery.
Look at the difference in thickness of the legs. Such strong legs for Kelsey Gilmore, whereas Tarver's more top-heavy and a little longer.
And Gilmore's just comfortable in this position. Has these underhooks, you know, so switch to the clinch here and there, but she's always firing those knees.
Oh,
looked like she landed
midsection.
right to those ribs.
Ouch.
This is a Muay Thai position. Getting
Nice
that.
little jab comes through from Gilmore. Oh, and the leg kick.
Gilmore is tough. She keeps coming forward.
Oh, Tarver's eating some big shots, and she lands one. Tarver scoring with a couple shots there, but Gilmore very strong.
Let's see if Gilmore starts landing that inside leg kick when she's coming forward.
Tarver landing a couple of punches there. Oh, leg kick by Gilmore.
That was a nice to the body. She's landing that right kick right in there to the body.
Oh, straight ahead to the front of the rib cage.
Nice teep kick.
Right in the sternum, and that chest plate right there.
Tarver gives her that little smile. That's when you know it landed.
Always love it when people say, no, that didn't hurt. Yes, it did. Oh, and the right hand hits.
And Gilmore just trying to find her range now. You know, landing that inside leg kick, now landing that kick to the body, landing those right hands, those teeps are coming in. She's already felt a little bit of those knees.
Oh, big right hands from both girls. Standing toe-to-toe, that one had no effect. But you can see, and we can see, I don't know if you can see from your camera angle right now or not, the just under the rib cage of Tarver starting to get all red and marked up. 10 seconds left, round 1. Impressive performance by Kelsey Gilmore of Virginia.
Ooh, nice knees there landed.
Two more. And a big right hand from Tarver to close it out. Outstanding round in round number 1 from these two ladies, Savannah Tarver and Kelsey Gilmore, Illinois and Virginia, presented by Fighter Skin. Be your brand with Fighter Skin.
We'll be back after the break.
blood coming out of the left nostril. A lot of knees and a lot of damage done in close by KELSEY Gilmore of the Virginia Destroyers in round number 1. Tarver's going to want to keep it at a little bit more distance in round number 2. She's got the height advantage, she's got the reach advantage, and she does not want to feel any more of those legs coming up from Gilmore and burying the knees and the feet into her extremities. And a nice right hand by Tarver, but she eats a left hook on the way out.
Let's see if Tarver, too, she's had a little bit of that wrestling experience from high school. You know, I hadn't really seen her trying to take it to the ground.
Nice shots landed by Gilmore, and another left hand hits.
Be nice here now. Gilmore's a little comfortable on her feet. Perfect time to shoot for a takedown. If you're Tarver.
Eye coming in under the left eye of Gilmore. She eats a jab on the way in, and a nice right hand by Tarver. Outside leg kick from Gilmore, who went for the head kick, can't get it, but she lands a right hand and a big leg kick behind the knee. Action-packed fight between these two girls, getting after it from the very beginning.
And those body and leg kicks, that's what's going to set up that head kick later on in the fight. You've seen her throw one. I guarantee there's another one coming before the end of the round's up.
Nice left from Gilmore after the uppercut from Tarver, whose nose is really starting to bleed now. Opening it up more in this round is Gilmore. And her nose is bleeding out of the left nostril, too. These two girls are in a fight right now.
Gilmore's not afraid to get hit. I mean, every time she blasts that outside leg kick, she's getting tagged by a jam by Tarver, by a jab.
Nice left from Gilmore hits the nose of Tarver. This fight on its way to becoming a bloody mess.
Yeah, both of them are already bleeding. Looks like Tarver or Gilmore has a black eye forming underneath her left eye.
Tarver and Gilmore. 120-pound catch weight, the females. A nice left by Tarver. And another one catches Gilmore on the way in, snapping that head back. Tarver opening some holes in the stand-up game of Gilmore. And now her nose is really bleeding. Tarver finding some spots to connect with the stand-up.
He knifed Tarver through that jab and set up that takedown off that jab.
Oh, big right hand from Tarver. Wobbles Gilmore.
Teep comes right to the midsection. Nice left kick there, landed on the ribs there.
Tarver's starting to really pick her apart, and a big shot by Gilmore right as I say that. These two girls,
nice knee.
Gilmore wanting to get back in that clench and throw knees, but Tarver connecting again with the right hand. The blood continuing to pour out of the noses of both ladies and all over the faces here in round number 2.
They got a fight tonight over here, fight of the night, EAFL. These girls are throwing down.
That jab from Tarver again with the big left. 10 seconds remaining in the round. Another left from Tarver and a big right hand to follow. Standing and trading are these two ladies. Warrior women in the cage here tonight in Chicago. Savannah Tarver of the Inferno and KELSEY Gilmore of the Destroyers. Both ladies hit their corners between rounds 2 and 3. Round number 3, anybody's fight. Savannah Tarver of Illinois, KELSEY Gilmore of Virginia. The ladies, 120 pounds. It's been a stand-up war. The first round saw Gilmore pressing Tarver up against the cage and landing a lot of knees in the clinch. Ooh. In the second round, Tarver started taking over with the stand-up. Gilmore almost kicked the base out from underneath Tarver with a couple leg kicks to start this round. And now Gilmore aggressively working on the body and then trying to go upstairs with a left kick.
It all started with that inside leg kick, getting her off balance. You know, when you're off balance and Gilmore just stays right in your face and started landing some combinations. She's going for it in this third round.
Interesting contrast in styles. Tarver coming in, looking to stand and trade head movement in the pocket, whereas Gilmore will pounce right in and look to throw those kicks and knees Muay Thai style.
Yeah, she's looking for, you know, when you throw a lot of jabs, you're real heavy on that front foot. And when you're real heavy on that front foot, that's where that inside leg kick, you know, starts coming, where you start losing that balance because your weight shifted to the front.
Each has been hit multiple times and hurt by the other in this fight. They know what each other is capable of by now. Inside of that thigh of Tarver is just destroyed by those kicks from Gilmore and those knees. She's literally a bruised and battered mess on those legs.
Yeah, she just switched her stance. I'm not sure if she just switched it because she was getting that inside leg kick.
Got it hit again. Tarver hasn't attempted a takedown. You mentioned her wrestling background earlier. She has an opportunity here, catching the leg kick. Oh, she doesn't go for it.
Yeah, she just pushed her right off.
Oh, the kicks of Gilmore. Tarver really starting to plant gingerly on that lead leg, and her face hit a couple more times too, not doing so well. Gilmore has asserted herself here in round number 3.
Sometimes you just got to bite down on that mouthpiece and just try to go for that takedown.
Except she can't bite down on the mouthpiece now because she's breathing out of her mouth with her nose a bloody mess. So maybe that speaks to the punishment that she's taken. And another right hand landed by Gilmore. Blood everywhere on these two ladies now. Each of them landing at the same time. Rocky and Apollo style from Rocky 2. Oh, and a nice left by Tarver. Followed up by a right. And another one. Oh, they trade. In the middle of the cage, they trade leather. What a fight.
Ooh, nice 2 to the body. What I love about Gilmore, she just hangs in there. She'll land those leg kicks and she'll eat a couple punches.
Oh, yeah.
Clinch
These two
style.
girls getting after it in there. Big knees
Clinch.
by Gilmore,
Ooh.
and more of them up against the cage. Tarver in
Ooh.
big trouble, nailed in the midsection by a kick. Now a combination from Tarver to the bloody face of Gilmore. Under a minute remains.
Dude, Gilmore had a nice little combination of punches, finished by that right kick to the body. But even those clinch knees, those were brutal.
What a fight as they head toward the finish line. Savannah Tarver in the red and Kelsey Gilmore in the blue, hugging it out. What a fight here tonight.
Oh, man. That was a war. What did I tell you before, man? These girl fights are a lot better than the guy fights sometimes. You know, both girls out here fighting, nothing to lose, just trading punches, going back and forth. I think a couple people got rocked in there. A lot of body.
This crowd needs to get up and show their appreciation for these girls. Unbelievable.
A lot of body punishment by Gilmore. You know, knees to the body, kicks to the body, teeps to the body.
I think that would be what winner of the fight. If Gilmore wins, it'll be because of her work in the clinch. She did also connect with a lot of shots in the stand-up and a lot of leg kicks. Looking at the inside of the left thigh of Tarver, it's all chewed up and grisly and gross and nasty. And most of her damage was done to the face of Gilmore. Those combinations in stand-up serving her well. What a fight. I don't know what I would do as a judge. This is too tough to call for me, and I'm glad that I do not have to decide, Frankie. But one thing I can decide very easily is that I am thoroughly impressed by both of these young ladies and the output, the sheer volume and energy of the striking of both these girls. It started from the beginning of the fight, and it didn't end until the final horn.
The scrappiness, both the ability to just keep coming forward. Both know they needed that third round to win, and both of them went for it.
Absolute pleasure to call that fight. Who's the winner? Will it be Savannah Tarver of Illinois or Kelsey Gilmore of Virginia? Miguel Flores has the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the judges' scorecards, give these ladies one more round of applause for leaving it all in the cage. What a fight. All right, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges saw it the same for your winner by unanimous decision. Representing the Virginia Destroyers, Kelsey Shortcake Gilmore.
Kelsey Gilmore wins by unanimous decision, making the score 7-6 Virginia. More to come in just a minute. The Eastern Conference Championship of the Elite Amateur Fight League, Illinois and Virginia from the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago.